Live. What am I doing? I need to get my coffee. Oh yeah. Hey, good morning, Transit. How are you? I can I can always count on you to show up for my breakfasts, buddy. I sure do appreciate that. We are going to make some, I don't know what we're going to make, but Miss West Texas picked up some thick bacon. Hey, good morning, Richard. How are you? Oh yeah, I've been working, and I've been actually been laid up for a little bit. I was fairly sick there for a while. But I'm feeling better now, so I think I will get some breakfast going for the family. Give me some coffee in me. If y'all are new to my little Sunday morning breakfast shows, they're not like they're not like most of others out there. Mine are unique and as to where I'm unorganized and I don't know how to cook. Ah, yeah, transit's nighttime there still. Yeah, nighttime and tropical. Man, cigars. Hey, cigars, go ahead, man. Ask away. Uh, no. Usually I always cook breakfast with bacon. I think it just goes with it. I don't do pancakes. Pancakes are, I don't know. I've never really been a huge fan of sweet for breakfast. Super Bowl Sunday breakfast. Being Becky, yeah. It is Super Bowl Sunday. I got to work tonight. It's supposed to be my day off, and I have to work. So I won't get to enjoy the Super Bowl or the festivities that surround the Super Bowl. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've actually watched a football game. Um, they just don't just didn't interest me as much anymore. I guess you can kind of compare it to the WWF wrestling. Most of us, when we were kids, we loved it. You know, we loved WWF wrestling. And now, you know, so as your kids, you're watching the WWF, and it's so cool. It's the best thing. You're not knowing that it's scripted. You're not knowing that it's, you know, rigged to go a certain way. And once you get older and you start finding that out, then you tend to not want to watch it anymore. And that's kind of the way I got to feeling with the NFL. It wasn't, it just wasn't as exciting when you knew the outcome of every game. Sis, are you sick? You're not feeling good? Look, I got you this big bottle of Motrin. Go tell Mom. Well, Richard, I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less from the president. But I think right now he been running around out in public is a little bit I don't know, it's if I had everybody as mad as he has, I think I would be addressing the nations behind in the Oval Office behind some cameras, you know, not at an NFL game. I heard old Elon Musk, he bought up three or four commercial spots. We'll see what that has to do. What all that's about. I don't know if y'all have seen it or heard it, but I'm wondering if there's any truth behind it. Now, it does sound like it's true, or, you know, but Elizabeth Warren is saying that it's nowhere in the Constitution where normal Americans need to know what our tax dollars are being spent on. I don't know how true that is, but it sounds like it could be very possible. Sounds like something that somebody would say. You know, they're all fairly mad that they're actually reporting what some of this stuff that's been funded, where it's actually been going. So they say. Yeah, let's see what they say. Uh, oh wow, cigars, it's wild. Uh, those ring cameras, they're something else. Oh yeah, I'm sure she is. You know, as far as what, and I know Miss West Texas probably covered this the other night, but pretty much the ones that are really upset are the ones that have been trying to hide or have things to hide. As y'all know the saying here on YouTube, we're not financial advisors and whatnot, but if we would have been following Nancy Pelosi's stock tips, we'd all been doing pretty dang good. Well, that dang bacon just burnt me. Oh, fish, good morning. Yeah, cooking up a little bacon. I think hopefully that'll be enough. I gotta start cutting my potatoes is what I gotta start doing. Transit, are you gonna watch the Super Bowl from over there? Yeah, Richard. I mean, I told Miss West Texas last night. I said, she says, what could they do to what could they do to get all these crooked people? We'll just say crooked people. Um, and I said, how hard would it be to hit them all up on RICO charges? I had to kind of concentrate on this for a second. I don't want to end up missing a finger. Exactly. You know, it's getting to the point where it's I don't even think the mafia was this bad. Yeah, I mean, they got to be able to get some of these people on some kind of organized crime type deals, because it's a racket for sure. And well, it's funny. One of the other things I was talking to her about last night in between deliveries is how old do some of these suckers live, man? How old's Mitch McConnell? That Mitch McConnell, he looked like he's about 102 years old. I mean, these folks, they live forever or what? I saw a video that, golly, this bacon pops a lot. I saw a video where that sucker glitched out or something. He just stood there, just, it's kind of sad, you know, actually, that they do them like that. But you know, that guy just, somebody asked him a question and he just spaced off. And heck, he forgot where the hell he even was. Shit, I just forgot where I was. I forgot what I was saying. I forgot what I was doing. Well, I thought old Fauci got pardoned. Maybe I was mistaken on that. Transit exactly, easy money. I mean, and the crazy thing is it's all a game, and we like to think that it's one side versus one side. That's the way they make it out to be. You know that there's two teams on this, you know, playing this game. But I just have a feeling, and I think a lot of y'all can agree, that this game is more like it's us against them. Only they twisted the rules up to make it you know, more of we're against each other. Yeah, it's a crazy, crazy world, man. Turn that fire down there. Y'all want to see a pretty good score that I picked up on this morning? Now this is a major flex right here. Look at those beauties, huh? Oh man. Beautiful, right? I got another. Look at that flex. My God. Yeah, actually. Picked up 2 dozen eggs this morning. The extra large kind too. Man, that was great stuff when I 2 for $6. 2 for $6. Yeah, bring some back with you. Hey, morning, Checks. So yeah, I picked up both those dozens there. They were $3. Yeah, $3 a dozen. Man, who would have thought that would have been like that would have been a deal right there, you know? Yeah, I was gonna look for another steak, but I decided to wait. I don't want to overdo it. Aussie chick, good morning or afternoon. I don't know what day it is in Australia. I just hope people wake up and eat this morning. Two o'clock in the morning on a Monday. Oh, I'm in Texas. Aussie chick, if you don't mind me asking, how much are eggs in Australia right now? Oh, I usually put on a pretty good breakfast. Oh, bird flu outbreak. You know, they tried that here with that. Sue Ann, good morning. Five. I got a little family of five. Well, I guess a family of five is not little. But there's five of us. Richard, I think it was in, it must have been in 97 or 98. We did a training exercise over there in the Philippines with the Philippine Marines. What a hard man, those Philippine Marines, they're no joke. They are pretty dang tough. Aussie chick, well, not Army, Marines. A stacker is somebody that stacks and collects precious metals. So like silver and gold. And unfortunately for me, I did not get to buy any precious metals this weekend. Yeah, I'm still kind of trying to recover from my last purchase. And I thought that I could do that fairly quick with my second job, but then I ended up sick. So I had to actually take time from both jobs. Do you have old gold, white gold? Yeah. Gold is reaching new heights this year. Yeah, checks. You know, that's one thing that I was going to talk about here in a little bit is with spot prices so high, people need to, well, maybe not everybody, but I definitely do. Adjust, change the strategy up a little bit. Yeah, Aussie chick, gold is definitely up. Oh, I'm gonna cut my finger on that dang potato. So I don't know what it closed at on Friday. Yeah, but it's really close to 2,900 US an ounce. Checks. That was my goal also this year. This year I was going to try to pick up about 2 ounces. So it was going to be 300 ounces of silver and 2 ounces of gold. And so far, really, the only thing I've added is since December is a kilo bar. And oh, you got some, Richard, you got some rails. Nice. I don't have, me personally, I don't have anything really old like that. Gosh, I guess one of the oldest is maybe Old Morgan. Now, a few years ago for Valentine's, man, maybe it was her birthday. I picked her up an old Madonna and Child Hungarian dinar. I guess it was 1538. I do like elk meat. I do like some liver with breakfast, some fresh elk liver or deer liver. Bear's a little tricky. Bears can be a little greasy. I'm going to go ahead and transfer that out of there. And spread it around there. Turn the heat up there. Hey, good morning, Captain. How are you doing this morning? Hope all is well. Well, I don't drink, so no vodka this morning. Just coffee. That's nice, Richard. You know, I have I guess it might be from the 70s, an old Libertad. I'll have to find it. It's actually, man, huh. I'd really have to go look now. When I get some time, I'll have to go and dig through the stack and see if I can't send you a little something, Richard. I guess they're fairly common, but the Libertads with the press on them. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a 78. Let me take a look. And if not, I know I can go to the LCS on Saturday and maybe ask around and see what I can find. Yeah, Captain, I've never heard of it. Alcohol does reduce the risk of it thins the blood, so. I believe I picked something up, Richard. It was 925. Um, your gold 5 peso transit. Yeah, man, I had so many plans this year. I was gonna. So Miss West Texas, she grabbed on to my. I started buying fractional Mexican gold. So I started out with the 2 peso, then the 2.5 peso, and I asked her, if she liked it, and she did, and so I got her. I said she could have it. She could have both those, and then I would try to eventually get her the 5 and the 10 and the centavo and just work it up so that way she'd have the whole set. And well, I don't know if I'll be able to do that this year. Captain, you want to do a short? How long should it be? They changed it. I've seen they changed it on YouTube. The length of the shorts. You can do up to a 3-minute short now. I probably wouldn't suggest that. I would about a minute. Definitely, Captain, do a make sure it's about a minute long. I've been waiting. I've been patiently waiting for Captain Silva to put out another video. He's done a few, and they actually had, fairly solid view count on them. I extracted gold from computer electronic scraps from with vinegar and hydrogen peroxide. Yeah, transit, it's all right, buddy. You know it. That can all change in the blink of an eye. Transit, that could all change. You could come over and when you get back from your vacation and just you could probably get a good set of gold, 5 ounces of it back or 10 ounces of it back. Now, you know, I say that my goal this year was 300 ounces of silver and 2 ounces of gold, and it doesn't look like I'll be able to complete my um, goal this year because the price went up. But with that being said, I think silver oftentimes gets in the way. Buying silver gets in the way of being able to uh, gets in the way to buying gold for me, anyways. I mean, oh, thanks a lot. Good morning. Hey, this is just potatoes I'm cooking now. I made the bacon and the sausage and everything else already. Mrs. says I can go ahead and cook breakfast and do a live stream, but she's got some things she needs to do today, so don't make a mess and keep it simple. I can't keep things simple. $70,000. Transit, have you ever thought about maybe getting a second job? No, I know what you do, and there'd be no time for that. But so you'd have what? Break that down into years, and you could probably have that back in what, 3 years, 2 years tops. If I mean 2 years, if you push it. Oh, definitely, Captain. And Jordan, that's a good idea. I'm going to do that right now, actually. It's cast iron, so it's not going to hurt. I've already made a mess, so she's going to have to kind of deal with that. And I'm going to throw that on there. Some thick cut bacon. Thanks, cigars. Thank you. Well, other than the potatoes, I mean, it's kind of been I mean, I will admit I should probably cut back on the bacon. But, I mean, y'all know that that a few years ago, you know, they came out saying that that it was eggs. Eggs are high in cholesterol, and eggs were the ones. Eggs was what's causing heart attacks. But they never said nothing about donuts. Transit, you know, you probably got some pretty good access to some really good foods for breakfast, you know. Up there in the PI, you could probably get, you're probably not too far away from some seafood. Jim, thank you. And boy, how do I want to do these eggs? I gotta flex this one more time. I got to flex this one more time because I'm still in shock over it. Extra large eggs. $3 a dozen. I mean, that's a pretty dang good deal right there. Yeah, Transit. Don't let those things get you down. I mean, hey, blue collar, good morning. If I wouldn't have been so wild in my younger years, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now, you know? I mean, big homie, cheers. In 2000, I got out of the Marine Corps September 2nd of 2000. And literally, me and my older brother could go to the bar and easily blow through $500-600 a weekend. I mean, that was no problem. Just each buying drinks, drinking, running around thinking we were big shots, high rollers, and in a little old town in Central Oregon. And we did, boy. We lived it up. We getting kicked out of bars, and I mean the works. Anything you could think of. And I look back on it now, and I think to myself, man, that is a lot of gold that I could have bought. I mean, it just wasn't one weekend, it was every weekend. Somebody real quick in the chat, how much was gold in 2000 an ounce? The year 2000. I know it was had to have been close to $300 or a little over $300 an ounce back then. I mean, but we didn't know. We didn't care. We thought we were going to stay young and be able to work the way we worked forever. Time catches up, family catches up, and next thing you know, you got kids and house payment, car payment, got dang electric bill. You know, it's and all that good time money's gone, wasted. When we would go to Okinawa, that's when I really first caught the gambling bug in Okinawa. He'd go to the, oh, that's just bacon grease. Yeah, I mean, I really did. I caught that gambling bug in Okinawa, and they had, excuse me, they had the old style slot machines there in the E-clubs. And I would go in, and like every Marine there, it seemed like we drank in excess, and not very many gambled, but I did. Oh, I think there's a little too much bacon grease. And sadly enough, when I got out of the Marine Corps, it carried on. And anybody that's ever been to Oregon or is from Oregon, you go into, heck, at one point you could go into the gas stations and they would have those state-run lottery machines. And those suckers will get you. I mean, they got me. Transcend, exactly. Gambling, it's only fun when you win. And it got bad. I mean, it got to where I even quit drinking because of gambling. And what it was that I gambled so much I didn't have money to drink. Richard, we'll have to check that out. I haven't stopped by to see your channel, Richard. You have content on there? You put some videos out? Well, I know people like Captain. If you're still watching, close your eyes. I would like to think that I found the only woman in West Texas that doesn't know how to make homemade tortillas, but unfortunately, there are probably more of them out there. And I actually, you know, it got a lot better for me. The gambling did when I moved here to Texas. It I didn't really want to do it. I met Miss West Texas and everything just seemed so right that I didn't have the urge to want to gamble anymore for quite a while. And shortly, I guess it was a few months after the twins were born that they have these game rooms here in Odessa. They're gambling rooms, right? They have like little slot machines in them, whatnot. And it's kind of strange because you can go in there and hand them they'll print you out a little ticket, and you hand them the ticket and a 20, and you know, you find whatever machine you want to sit down at. They call it making a match. But you hand them a 20 and they'll put in one of their 20s, but you got to cash out 80. That's the kicker right there. So the house is actually giving you 20 bucks of their money to gamble on, but you have to hit 80 to cash out. But anyways, I'd managed to stay out of these places for quite a while, and I don't know, I went one time, didn't win nothing. I went the third time I went, and I was only taking 20 bucks with me. The third time I went, I won, third or fourth time I went, I won $3,000. And I thought, oh, great. Jim, take it easy. Have a good Sunday. I feed five of us. But I won, and I still can. I kept it. I kept it under control. I kept the gambling thing under control for a long time. I never gambled more than I, was. I didn't gamble the rent or the electric bill or anything like that away. But then I met this beautiful enticing metal called silver. And once I started buying a few ounces every week or every weekend, all that stuff with gambling and everything else just went right out the window. I mean, it really, the chewing tobacco and all that just went to a complete stop. Whatever I could do to get a few more ounces in the stack. I'm gonna cheat here and buy heat up some store-bought tortillas.
I feel better, but since I took the motion.
Oh, you feel better since you took the medicine?
Yeah.
Okay, well, good. Get some rest. Well, you got your own server. Okay, that should be enough eggs. I hope. Turn that up a little more. And we're done there. Done there. Hey, everybody. Well, there we go. Definitely, Trenton. It's a fun hobby. Keeps me out of trouble. Keeps me busy. I decided this year that I'm going to quit cutting my hair so I can have more money for silver. We'll see how that goes. Richard, definitely gambling on silver and gold is a much better gamble. I mean, Captain Mullet time. Oh, I don't know. I just wanted to get it growing. It was a lot of years of just having that. I mean, a lot of years after getting out that I would do that. Heck, I wasn't ashamed to have a high and tight. Yeah, it definitely is curly. Let me turn that a little bit. I kept telling Miss West Texas, and she didn't really believe me that when my hair gets long, it gets curly, and she's like, no. And because one of my daughters, she has really curly hair, and I said, yeah, she gets that from me. She gets that from my side. No, she doesn't. She doesn't get that from your side. And I said, yeah, she does. And she didn't believe me, but started growing my hair out long, and she sees how curly it can get. Dang, I just lost a whole bunch of viewers once I turned that camera to my face. That's awesome. Hi, Passion Stacking. How are you? Heating up some store-bought tortillas. Oh, definitely. I mean, Metalhead. Oh, we're good. I'm just starting to come around, getting a little bit better. I was down pretty good with whatever it is that's going around, but transit, yeah, yeah. I believe saw a video where you were doing a that little video of when you were younger, hiking up some trails. Let me turn that down a little bit. So no silver purchases this weekend. I am definitely going through some yeah, I have the urge. It's kind of weird like that. But I did, and I will admit it, it was definitely a purchasing mistake, but I went ahead and did it anyways. It was a $9 shipping fee that I kind of bit the bullet on. We I ordered two of those 5 Goldbacks from Hero Bullion. They're the ones with the woman pirate on it. So I don't know why I did that. Sometimes, you just see something and you thought, oh, I better get that before they're all gone. And so I did. I got 2 of them. Not overly thrilled with the Goldbacks. They're not nothing that I would want to get a whole bunch of, but blue collar, you got a bunch of Florida Goldbacks. Nah, I'm good. I got the 2 Florida ones, the 5s. Those were the ones that I wanted. $210, good deal. Transit, I'm sure it is. Oh, nice, Richard. And I love to keep it short. I used to love to keep my hair short. And being I mean, from the time I was 18 till this year, it was, it was real short. But it got to a point where, I don't know, a lot of civilian people started liking that high and tight or that medium fade. And it just turned into more of kind of like a fashion statement. Gabriel, they're both easily. Hey, take care. We'll see you. Gabriel, they're both equally crazy, man. It don't matter. Now, Richard, that's what I can't wait for. I mean, me and Miss West Texas are so excited. That is probably when they release those. I'm gonna actually start putting some money aside when they do come out with the Texas Goldbacks, we will definitely just buy the whole set. And then after that, we'll probably be completely done with Goldbacks. They're pretty. They have great art. It's great art pieces, but I really don't think that they're going to catch on the way everybody is and the way they're marketed to catch on. I just don't think they're going to catch on in that way. It's just something about it. Something about it. It's going to be too much to go to the grocery store and try to pay in Goldbacks. Most of these kids, they can't tell the difference between a new 20 and an old 20. Have y'all ran into that problem? Have y'all went into a convenience store with an old 20 and had them tell you it's fake? It's funny. There one day I went in there with I was doing some coin roll hunting, so I had a bunch of $50, and I went to buy some $10 worth of gas, and she looked at me like, "What the hell are these?" Yeah, yeah, Captain, they do. They freak out when they're like, "Oh my God, what is this? These are super rare," and you're just like, "No, not really," but. Tig old biddies, huh? Yeah, but they're still perky, system. Richard, you could always donate it. We're actually talking to one of our daughters. Her hair's super long, and that it would be something good for her to do to donate it to Locks of Love. To help another little girl that would need it. You don't have any Goldbacks, huh? Well, we'll see what I can do about that. They're nice. But they're not. And I don't think somebody had a question in here. Do they take Goldbacks in Texas? No, They actually don't. I mean, maybe my LCS would. Maybe he don't even carry many of them. He gets a few in every once in a while, but they're just not. There, there's a lot of stackers here in the Permian Basin, and they're just not into. They'd rather have silver or actual gold. What do you see? I don't know. I'm not sure what you mean there. What do I see? Not sure. So I don't know if y'all been in here and heard me. Is it true that Elizabeth Warren said that normal Americans don't have a right to know what our tax money's being spent on? I saw that, and I don't know if it's true or not. It sounds like something that somebody would say. Um, how do y'all feel about that? Should we have a right to know? Hey, Broke, how you doing? Captain, we should. Yeah, definitely. Oh, Richard, you tried the locks of love. I'm sure. I'm sure somebody would want it. Let me change this back around here. That's that part of it. Hold on a second, everybody. Hey, hey. Good morning. This breakfast is ready. Do you want to make it like a burrito? Like a breakfast burrito? Or can you tell me where the plates are? The paper plates?
Yeah, they're in the garage.
Oh, wow. What?
Right, you'll see them right there on the frame.
You want to get up now? I don't see them. You want to get up and get some?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, everybody, I think, and I'm sorry to cut it so short, but yeah, Richard, you're right. They do. They think that they own us. we have to abide by their rules, that as a people we don't have a right to do what's best for us. And that's why I like silver and gold so much. If y'all like silver and gold, there's 19 in the chat if you're watching. If you don't like silver and gold, it's going to be a great way to keep some of this stuff off your back. Not talking crazy or but things can happen, and it's good to have something that's outside the norm on that. Captain, well, the way it's been so far is the if they tell the same lie for so long, eventually it's going to become truth. Well, heck, we'll do this again. So yeah, I mean, if they repeat the same lie over and over and over again, eventually people will start believing it. The sad part about it is that you do have people that will believe it. They will believe everything they're told. There's hey, good night, Transit. Have a good sleep, buddy. Up here we're starting to say again, stay warm, but over there, stay cool, man. Hey, 210, have a good day, man. We'll be taking care. Heck, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna try to dance around this a little bit as best I can. Um, they're making a big deal. The media. They're making a fairly big deal out of a very small percentage of the population, not of just the country, but of the world. And Broke, have a good day if you're leaving. Um, but there's a very small population of this country that it seems like both sides are making a huge deal about. And it's so small that it should be there should be nothing to discuss. There should be nothing to talk about. But for some reason, they've made that the smallest portion of this population of pretty much the world, and they've blown it up so big that it's everywhere you look. It's in commercials, it's in TV, it's in movies, it's all over, and well, hello from Texas, Japan. Uh, they want to throw it out there that it's Richard. Thank you. Have a great day, and hope your week goes well. But how much of that population is exactly affecting the rest of the country? Hey, good morning, Todd. I think all it is just a tactic, one more tactic to try to get us even more divided. Hey, OTFG, good morning. I don't think that it's as big of a deal as people are making it out to be. It's more visible now because everybody has a recording device in their hand at all times. Captain, exactly. Divide. A house divided is easily conquered. I mean, when that was said, God, and I forgot who said it. Man, I can't believe that. I think that was oh geez, Benjamin Franklin, if I'm not mistaken. I probably am mistaken, but I think it was Benjamin Franklin that said that. I'd have to look that up. But a house divided is easily conquered. Well, where all this has been mistaken is that we, the people, are the house. We are this country. And it doesn't matter what you believe in, what you think, you know, they have us divided, easily divided. I mean, and it's not going to get any better until everybody wakes up. Till it'll get better when we can look past what somebody's looks like or what they believe in or which side of the political aisle they're on. Um, Criminally autistic. Yeah. We're gonna have to start looking past all this to get everything right. Whoever the string pullers are on this, I mean they're doing a number right now and they're filling their pockets. No, Richard, it's not going to be over. I mean, that's a whole nother story right there. You know, there's so many veterans in this country that there's a lot of veterans in this country that are still combat ready. It would take me a little bit of PT to get me there, but I'm sure it wouldn't take long. So what are they going to do then? What's going to happen then? What's going to happen when they can't say, "Hey guys, we want you to do this," and the whole damn country stands up and says, "No, we're not going to do it again. We're not going to do this anymore." You know, we're not going to allow. And Elon Musk has these ad spots for the Super Bowl, and let's see what he has to say. You know, but that's it. You know, that's my whole thing with the everybody's going to have to wake up because they could sit there and come out with all these facts as to where our money has been going, where our taxpayer money has been going. There, you know, uh, uh, was it 40 million for transgender studies in Guatemala, or condoms to Hamas? Um, it's going to come to a point where we're going to have to start putting it to a vote. Hey, you know, we're the elected officials, but y'all are the ones that elected us. So should we send this much money to this country for foreign aid? I mean, you know, it's funny that yeah, OTFG, definitely. We're just running around with like chickens with their heads cut off, blind to everything. Um, Man, the one thing that's going to have to come to an end is These suckers will sit there and have a vote. And this is both sides of the aisle. They'll come together and they'll have a vote to see if they get increases in their salary. Shouldn't that be up to the people? Hoorah. Yeah. I'm not Army, buddy, but thanks. Uh, shouldn't that be up to the people? Shouldn't the people come together and vote and decide on if these elected officials get an increase in their wages? Why is it left up to them? I mean, who in the hell is going to vote no on that? Nobody. I mean, that's probably the one thing that Republicans and Democrats they're going to come together quick to find out. I don't think there'll be a one of them to sit there and say, well, guys, I think we've been doing a pretty crappy job so far. We're not gonna get raises. Hold on a second, everybody. Hey, sis. Hey, do you know where the paper plates are? Your mom said they were in the garage, but I couldn't find them.
Are they in here?
No. Can you go look in the garage for me, please?
Sure.
Hey, William E. Potatoes, sausage, bacon, and eggs. That's for breakfast. Captain, yeah. At the same time, tell us that inflation is under control, or that, they're cutting spending, that they got to cut Social Security, that or they can't. There's no money to send to the people of California or I guess I didn't see it. It's nothing I blocked.
Hey, Dad.
Yes.
I couldn't find them, but I did find this.
Oh, so paper towels.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, all theirs will go away. Hey, LJ. Good morning. We should vote. We should have a vote. Everything that comes across, we should be able to vote on. Do we want to send foreign aid to France for whatever reason? No, not this time. I understand if there's an actual natural disaster. I understand, like, if there's a bad earthquake or drought or famine, then of course, we have to be the humanitarians that this country can be. But as far as sending money just for some BS study, that man, that's all that I don't even think that money got sent. Well, William E., that's it, is voting for our representative, but our representatives, they're not representing us. And I don't care regardless if Trump's president now, and I don't think that's going to change. And it goes all the way down to a city level. It's really funny that the city government is a pretty darn good model of how even federal government runs. LJ, yeah, as long as our our brothers and sisters are on the streets, battling whatever demon it is they're battling, then there shouldn't be aid going anywhere else. You know, it's, you know, there's a lot of these countries don't even need it. You know, and if they're getting it, I really don't think they're getting it. I think it's just being laundered. The 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 whole thing's just, you know, there's no watchdog groups overseeing these accounts. This U.S. U.S. aid. This whole thing with the, you know, U.S. aid. There was no oversight. There was nobody watching them. Devin, yeah, stop off funding to everything. You know, there's things that, you know, stop. I mean, I wouldn't cut funding to Social Security, but a lot of these social programs, stop funding them. No, LJ, they don't even hide it, not one bit. And God, it burns me up, man. I mean, we have single families, single income families, single parent families that are struggling so hard to make it in this country, and we can't, and they just take and take and take, you know. Well, that's their, you know, that's their way. Keep their foot on our keep their foots on our back, telling us you got to pay your fair share, and and keep working. You know, you'll get that, work as hard as you can, and you'll achieve that American dream. You know, and it's just not. I can see where people are disillusioned with that now. You know, these younger folks. Now, the one thing I don't, you know, the one thing that I don't agree on is you get a lot of these younger, hell, what are they called, Gen Zers or whatever. You get a lot of these younger people that talk about, well, it was easy for the Gen X and the boomers to buy a house because a house was $60,000 back then. You know what? An average house is going for what, 400,000 nowadays here. And and what they're missing out, what they're not seeing is, well, yeah, that house was $60,000 when I was your age, but I was only making $3 an hour. Well, Devin, you know, that's the trick. That's the tricky part with Social Security. We can say no more Social Security, but if you're working and you're paying into Social Security, what it, you know, I mean, I've worked every damn near every day since I was 18, and they've taken that Social Security money out. So when I finally reached the age where I'm old enough to collect my Social Security that I paid into, where's it going to come from? Well, yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that. That there's going to have to be a point. There's going to have to be a point where it's like, you know what, you paid into it for this long, but now you're not going to get it to, so we can do away with Social Security. Um, yeah, that's a possibility. The one of the other issues is you got people collecting Social Security that ain't worked a day in their lives, and they're, you know, they're drawing a Social Security check. And OTG, that's Yep, LJ. You know, if they would have ever, well, the whole point with Social Security was it was to have a supplemental retirement. Um, it was never intended to be drawn out of. But when they finally implemented Social Security, well, they saw how, and maybe they knew how much it was going to accumulate, but they saw how fast that Social Security account grew for everybody. Oh man! And then it got to, well, we need money. Let's take it out of the Social Security. We'll borrow it out of the Social Security, and we'll put it back in later. Well, they've taken out of the Social Security fund so much, they've taken so much out of it that they can never replenish it. And basically, when I pay my Social Security now, that's what, when we pay it, that's what covers somebody else's check, for that month. And William E., yeah, that's true. How are we living longer when everybody's supposedly unhealthy? LJ, I believe that 100%. Good morning, L. No, Captain, they probably haven't. They're not going to. They're not going to give it back. Gabriel, hooyah, hoorah. That's what we say in the Marine Corps. Hoorah, not hooyah. Anyways, everybody, I am going to cut this off and get everybody fed and see what we're going to do for the rest of the day. I might throw a couple little videos together, but Captain America, yeah, we need Captain America back. We need what we need to do is start saving, start learning. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, and I forgot to mention this then. The price of eggs, I got 2 dozen eggs for $6 today. Well, man, I'm proud of that. When everything in this country started becoming so readily available to us, slowly it started putting us into a position to where we are reliant on other people. We stopped growing gardens. We stopped raising our own eggs or raising our own chickens to have our own eggs. We started relying on big agricultural. We started relying on the I'm not even gonna just ignore that. But we started having to rely on other people to do things for us. Hey Herman, good morning, man. Hey, I was just gonna shoot you a text message here after I got off of this, but William E., too many regulations, right? Well, you can't have these many chickens. You can't have you can't grow your own chickens. You can't have your own eggs. You can't raw milk. You can't drink raw milk. And that's when people started losing control of their own lives. That's when the industries could set their own wages, or not wages, I'm sorry, they could set their own price. You know, when people don't have their own milking cow, they can charge $5 a gallon of milk. You know, and that's where we need to get back to as a country. And I know it's harder. It would be harder because there's not the land structure that there is. You know, there's land's not readily available anymore like it used to be, especially to be able to supply the amount of food that everybody would need. We've all been, not all, but the majority of the population is funneled into urban areas where we can't have chickens here in Odessa, Texas, within city limits. So what do? We have to go to the grocery store. We've been trained, we've been conditioned to be like this. Um, let's go to the farm, or, you know, instead of going to the farmer's market, let's go to Walmart. Instead of going to, you know, a community garden. Well, let's go over here to HEB where everything's twice as much. Anyhow, now I'm really ranting. If we learned how to preserve our own food, things would be easier, things would be cheaper. We kind of did this to ourselves. Uh, we got to we've got to motivate ourselves to be better, to grow our own food, to grow our own gardens, and have our own chickens. And you know, if everybody did that, then Herman, quail are small. Quail eggs are good though, and that's what's going to stop this. That's what's going to put, hey, you know what? We don't need to rely on you for our food anymore. Sell it to. But I better get everybody fed. Y'all have a great Sunday. Have a great week. Herman, shoot me a message after this, buddy. We should be home most of the day. And I want to talk to you about that Engelhard bar that I wanted you to put aside for me. So y'all have a great week. We'll do this again. I'll put some stuff out. If y'all aren't on Rumble, go check out Rumble. I got to get together with Constitutional Stackers, see what we can do on there. So y'all have a good one, and let's change things around.